Darshan, a consultant in laser, general and laparoscopic surgery working at Pristine Care who caters to seamlessly surgical experience. Today I would like to discuss one of the common problems faced in male patients. Now, what is this common problem faced in male patients? Most of the youngsters have problem in retracting what is called their foreskin and tightness in the foreskin of the penis. And some of them also have a painful erection, and some of them have difficulty in maintaining erection. Now, this condition where there is an inability to retract the foreskin, painful erection, and also the tight foreskin is called as phimosis. This is now one of the common conditions which is seen in general surgery and in urology. Now, what is this phimosis? Phimosis is basically there is a foreskin which is also called as a prepuce in front of the penis. Normally it is wide open so that the erection is comfortable, the skin can go back freely and they can maintain erection, and passing urine is comfortable. But sometimes there will be tightness and narrowing of this prepuce of the foreskin, which is called as phimosis. Now, why does this phimosis happen? It can be broadly classified into congenital and acquired. Congenital is wherein the foreskin or the prepuce is normally narrow in children less than 3 years old. After about 3 or 4 years, the skin widens and then becomes normal, so there won't be any problem. But if there is any persistence of this foreskin which is narrow, then it is called as phimosis. Now, what are the acquired condition? Acquired condition is where the tight foreskin develops at a later stage in life, which could be because of many reasons. Again, the acquired conditions can be broadly classified as inflammatory, infection and malignancy. Inflammatory is where when there is a tight foreskin, the patient tries to forcefully pull back the foreskin and also try to keep touching it, and also when there is an erection, there is something holding there. So because of this friction, the foreskin becomes thick and there is inflammation, so this can cause phimosis. The other reason is infection. Any urine infection, or most commonly in diabetics because of hyperglycemia, there can be infection that comes at the foreskin. The third thing is malignancy, where there is either the cancer of the penis or cancer of the prepuce or the foreskin. So these are the few common conditions which can cause phimosis. Now, what are the problems the patient can have because of phimosis? As I told you earlier, the most common problem the patient can have is inability to pull back the foreskin, one. Second thing is when they have an erection, because of the tight foreskin, they are not able to maintain the erection, and that can cause pain as well. And sometimes what happens is something called as frenulum, which is like a bridge connecting the foreskin to the corona and the glands of the penis. So sometimes if this bridge is long, it can again hold back the skin and prevent erection, and this can again cause pain, infection, inflammation, and one of the other reasons for phimosis. Though this is the common condition, lot of patients hesitate to get treatment, meet the doctor, and they always delay the treatment because they find it's a very embarrassing situation. So the problem with delaying treatment is the infection can increase, there can be ulcers, there can be bleeding, and there can be thickening of the foreskin, and chronic inflammation, irritation and infection of the skin can turn into malignancy. So this is one of the pre-malignant conditions of the penis. And other thing, the problem with the delay in treatment, especially in diabetics, the chance of infection is very high, and when there is infection and also diabetes, to control the diabetes and to get back the sugars to normal would be very difficult. So phimosis is basically the tightening of the foreskin and narrowing of the foreskin and the thickening of the foreskin. But if there is any thickness with infection, bleeding, any discharge, then this condition is called as balanitis. So balanitis can come independently, or balanitis can come with phimosis. And nowadays most of the youngsters are getting this problem. Why? Because of poor hygiene, stress, lot of traveling, and sitting long hours during work. So these are a few conditions seen in youngsters. Now, what do we do about this phimosis? There's unfortunately no medical treatment to treat phimosis, because medicines treat only pain, infection. It only treats the effect of the phimosis, but the cause persists. So the only solution for this phimosis would be a surgical procedure called as circumcision. So what is circumcision? Circumcision is basically removing all the prepuce or the foreskin distal to the ring around the penis. So how do we do circumcision? Now circumcision, what we do is the same, but how we do is different. There are about 4-5 different ways of doing circumcision. So but what we do in Pristine Care is called as a laser circumcision. Now what is this laser circumcision? For example, this pen, if you consider this as a penis, this is the entire shaft of the penis where the skin from the base comes up, and there is a ring here for which the skin is attached, and from this ring the skin goes up and covers the tip of the penis. So this is it, and this is the opening which is normally there. If there is any narrowing, as I told you earlier, it is called as spinosis. Now what we do in laser circumcision is we remove this top part of the skin. Once we remove this top part of the skin, this tip of the penis, also called as a glans, will be permanently exposed, and the remaining skin is left intact. Now what is the advantage of this circumcision? The advantage is once the prepuce or the foreskin is removed, there is no holding back the skin. So the infection won't be there, irritation won't be there, inflammation won't be there, patient can pass urine comfortably, and also during ejaculation there won't be any collection of semen or sperms and no irritation because there is no foreskin. And the other most important thing is once the foreskin is removed, the chances of developing cancer is almost negligible. That's why if you see in Jewish and Muslims, they do circumcision as religious purpose. So the chances of developing cancer is almost up to 0%. And the most other important advantage of circumcision is once the skin is removed, erection is better, patient is able to maintain the erection. So I would consider circumcision to be hygienically and health-wise the most safe procedure, and also a preventive procedure for cancer. Now what happens after I remove the skin? So once the foreskin is removed, the distal part of the skin which is there, if I leave it like this, during erection it's going to become loose. So to keep it in place and for the proper healing at the ring, we put a couple of stitches which hold the skin in place, and automatically the healing happens in about 1 week to 10 days. Now the advantage with these stitches are it doesn't pain, it doesn't bleed, it doesn't itch, there is no irritation, and most importantly the stitches need not be removed. The nature decides, and then automatically the stitches fall by itself in about 10 or 15 days. So that's the advantage, and these stitches are quite small, so it doesn't hamper any of your daily activities. This is the general thing about circumcision. Now what is the advantage with laser circumcision and why we do laser circumcision in Pristine Care? Now the advantage with laser circumcision is it's a quick procedure which is done either under spinal anesthesia or local anesthesia, which takes just about 15 to 20 minutes. The second advantage, cosmetically laser circumcision is considered to be the best procedure. Third, absolutely no pain. Fourth, absolutely no bleeding. And fifth, the patient can get back to work the next day. Usually when we do laser circumcision, we discharge the patient in about 3-4 hours, ask the patient to take rest, and they are able to travel after about 4 to 6 hours and get back to their routine work the next day. So next, sometimes the patient asks, are there any side effects, are there any complications? With laser circumcision, I won't say it's a complication or a side effect, but there are a couple of things which I tell the patient. I would tell them to 3 things. What are these 3 things? One, once I remove this top skin, the inside part is generally a very sensitive area. So in spite of doing circumcision, whether you do laser or whatever procedure, this glands will have sensation for about 3 to 4 days, which will normalize after 3 days, for which we will be giving simple painkillers and some ointment so that the sensation comes back to normal. And second thing, with the stitches, we tell the patient to wear loose clothes for about 3-4 days till the sensation comes back to normal. And also because of the sensation, it's better to avoid two-wheeler traveling or traveling in two-wheelers for about 4-5 days till the sensation comes back normal. And the third and most important thing is, for patients, we tell them no masturbation and no physical activity like no intercourse for 4 weeks, because in spite we put the stitches and it falls off after 2 weeks, the complete healing and to come back to normal would take a month. So 1 month total abstinence is what is recommended for the patient. And there are some articles which says, and I have also seen with my personal experience, in patients especially with diabetes, once the circumcision is done, it's easy to control diabetes and also to monitor blood glucose. So phimosis is a very simple procedure, very safe procedure, and it is a recommended procedure in people especially with diabetes, with irritation, and who has got difficulty in passing urine. So I think it's just a social stigma and an embarrassing situation for the patients to come and meet the doctor. But I would always say, like, never delay treatment. Any slight issues, any slight problems, come at the earliest, because it's just 20 minutes for us, 2 days rest for you, and lifelong, health-wise, hygienically, it is the safest procedure to be considered. Thank you very much.